What's going on? Hey, real quick. Soon, this wheel gonna be gone, and these are 18 wheels, and we're about to change to 22. All right. So I already needed some tires anyway, so I'm getting these new wheels. They already come with tires and everything, and they're gonna be 22-inch wheel. So soon you'll see something different. All right, stay tuned. All right, YouTube. Here's the new wheels that just get. So I get them used, but they look pretty damn good. So they are 22-inch wheel. The tire size are 265/35, and I gotta tell you, there's no rub, nothing. They fit as expected. Okay, so the back are the same, like 265/35, 22-inch wheel. So I just want to tell you, you can actually have that added in your charger. All right, everyone. Today we're going to we paint all caliper, and also doing the rotor. I don't know if you can see how rusty the rotors get. So I basically just did the brake pad and rotors, and look how they get. So they're already rusty, and my caliper is peeled off. So we are going to redo those today. Well, first thing we're gonna do, I already jack up my car, and I have my wheels up both sides, and I also put the sending jack over there as well, just to be a little more safe. And also in the back wheel, you can see I have a block in the back wheel, and I have my brake engaged so that when we do taking those off, the car doesn't roll on us. Okay, so okay, now we're gonna go ahead and take the caliper off so we can get the rotors off. This is a 1/2 mil wrench. Get this removed. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and remove the bracket with a 19mm socket. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and spray this and clean it with some brake cleaner. Get the rust out. So don't be scared to do that. Spray it down. can see all the brake dust in here. Now we're gonna use a screwdriver to just pop this out. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and clean up the caliper. Get the gloss off of it. Now use the drill and the drill brush. Start spraying it with the primer. Get a primer right here. And go ahead and shake it a little way. Now we're gonna start spraying it with light coat. Yeah. Okay, keep your hand moving. Okay, now go ahead and let that dry for 5 to 10 minutes before we can go with another coat. Alright, now we're gonna go with the second coat of the primer. Check in again. Here go light. Go heavy. And always keep your hand moving. Okay, we're gonna let this drop. We're gonna come back for another third round. Now we're gonna go for the third coat before we can start spraying the paint. Gonna go a little heavier on that one. Alright, give it about 10 more minutes dry before we can just paint. Okay, now we're gonna start with the first coat of the red. Okay, we're just gonna go light. Alright, now we're gonna start priming this side of it. And go light. That's it. Remove the hardware. Take them both off and put them inside. We're going to do the same for this side. Remove them. Aside before we can go ahead and wash this. Okay. And we're doing the same for this side right here. Take them off. Before we can go ahead and clean these. Okay. First we're going to go ahead and brush it. Take all the dust. All this. All this. All clean up. Okay, now we're gonna put maybe one layer of gloss on there. just to get it nice and protected. We're gonna let it dry and come back for the next one. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and spray this bracket as well. Dry and come back for a second coat. So while these are drying, and we're gonna go ahead and hit the caliper with a clean coat. Okay. This is a high temperature clean coat, 500 to 500 degrees. Now we're gonna start spraying the rotors. So we're using a really high temperature paint. As you can see, this is a 900 degrees primer, which is like up to 550 temperature. Okay. So don't worry about spraying the rotor, because once you step on the brakes, this paint will come right off. I'm doing this just to get. As you can see, we just sprayed with the primer, and we're gonna let this first coat dry out and come back, give it another round. Alright, now we're gonna give it a second coat of the primer. Alright, now we're going to flip this around to get them finished. Okay? Alright, this is all done. Alright, we get everything painted. And then now we're gonna go ahead and get the brackets together here. Rotor is done. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in. Now you can see how nice it looks. So now before we put the brake pad in, we're gonna put a little bit of brake squeak on it. Right on there. Like that. And do the same for the top. Okay. Scratching. Use a different breaker bar because I can get this. So now we're gonna use a torque wrench to go ahead and torque it to 70 torque pound. Okay, we're gonna set our torque wrench to 70 torque pound. So the front is 70 and the back is 85 pound of torque. So let's go and do this right now. There you go. Get that one. Now to the top. There it is. That's in right now. And now before we can go ahead and put the caliper on, we gotta press the piston and So now to get the piston in, we're gonna use this tool right here. Just like that. As you can see, now it's down flush. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and slide it over the bracket. But before, we're gonna make sure we're gonna press the brake pad against the rotor so that we'll be able to go over with the caliper. Just like so. We're gonna slide this over. Just like that. Okay. And now we're gonna go ahead and put a bolt in. And get that tied up. Alright, now we're in the back. We're gonna go ahead and remove the back caliper so we can get it painted as well. And use this. But before we get this removed, we're gonna go ahead and clean it up while it's mounted, so it's easier to brush it down. Use the drill and the drill brush to clean this up. Now we got the braking gauge. Now we hold it. Now we bring it up. Now we break it up. Alright. Okay, we're gonna go for a second round of primer. The rear brake caliper. So at the back, I'm only do 2 layers. So go ahead and put a second coat of primer on this. Second round. While we're waiting for this to be dry, and we're gonna go ahead and spray the bracket. Let's go ahead and give the last clear coat on that one. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and give this a second coat of gloss before we go ahead and mount it. Can fit in there. Let's see. Okay, right there. Now we're gonna start screwing it down. As you screw it down, it's gonna go ahead. I don't know if you can see. It's gonna go ahead and push the caliper, the piston back in. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you will be able to see what I'm doing. As I'm screwing it in, the piston is going to go in, so I can be able to slide it over the bracket. Put the hardware back. the bracket before we can go ahead and install it. Hopefully. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put the rotor back on. Good. There you go. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the bracket back on as well. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the bracket back on. Alright everyone, this is how everything look after I get it done. As you can see, the rotor is very nice right now, and you can see the paint starting to come off when I press on the brake. Look at the back. The back is the same. You can see the extra paint just coming right off. Okay, let me show you the other side. The other side look the same. Very nice. That's the final product.